time elevator. This I've got to see. Hey!
Welcome to the time elevator, Mr. Freeman.
Time elevator.
Place your arm in the unit below the screen.
What the?
This is Ted, the time elevator device. He'll be your guide.
Hello, Len. I am pleased to be your guide.
Okay, place your hand on the panel, and remember, don't touch anything else before I tell you.
We are granting you access to the virtual Central Records Vault, hidden a few hundred years underground. The time elevator
Elevator will trace your DNA and allow us to access
only your family tree.
Yeah, we're going to the basement, right? I thought you were kidding me.
You've reached the virtual Central Records Vault.
Well, this is really cool. Can you really find my first ancestor in this country?
Hope so.
Oh.
Vital statistics, Ted. Trace Freeman. Confirmed.
Tracing Freeman.
Remember, don't touch anything.
I'm driving this thing.
Here's something. Report, Ted.
A ledger record of a Samuel Freeman in the Virginia colony, 1689. Samuel Freeman was an indentured servant.
A servant.
Indentured means he had to work for years to pay for his passage to the New World.
I don't get it. My father's family was important. They were here years before the Mayflower. Even before... They were here before anybody.
Not before my people. The first Americans arrived here 30 to 50,000 years earlier, long before any Europeans. When we met Columbus on the shore, the Americas had been populated with civilizations for years. In the 1600s, the English arrived, followed by the Pilgrims to Massachusetts. There they were helped and met by my people.
What did you do? I told you not to touch anything.
Julia!
Where'd you go? Len? Come in, Len.
Warning. Time elevator lost.
Oh, no.
Where am I? Tobacco.
Sterling and a bale of tobacco.
Julia. Julia.
Len? Len? Where are you?
You are in 1689. You wanted to find your first ancestor, and I brought you here. He's right outside.
I suppose it's time to let you go.
At last.
Ah. Samuel Freeman. Today you are truly a freed man. Unfortunately for me, but you have given me the requisite 7 years' labor, and you have survived.
Yes, but I
Unlike the several who died in the last year, I am bound to give you your freedom and these goods. 1 suit of clothing, 1 set of tools for your trade.
What about my land? 50 acres I am due.
I am granting you your freedom.
Now that I am free, I plan to marry.
I care not.
I take the hand of Rachel.
What? No. She is my personal servant. She came to the colonies with me. You cannot have her.
I am free now, and she is not indentured to you.
No, she's woman. She has no rights at all.
I will take her as mine or die trying.
I revoke your land privileges forthwith. No land, you hear? Get out. And never return here.
I would rather die a freeman than a slave.
You will die. Out there, in the wilderness. Dreamers, all of you. Freedom? An illusion. Get back to work.
Rachel, do not worry. We will go north. Free men are always welcome there. And just think, my love, we are free.
Come in, Len.
You've got to jump through the elevator doors now. Can you see them?
It's a wormhole and it won't stay open.
That was what? It's dark as what? Where am I now?
Coordinates, July 8th, 1776, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
I think I have to find the next Freeman. If you make contact, I think I can continue jumping you forward. Shutting down now to conserve power.
Whoa! Wow.
Who's there? Anyone there?
It's here! The Declaration of the 13 United States of America! We hold these truths to be self-evident. That all men are created equal.
Yes! Yes!
That they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That these united colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states. We mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor!
Gentlemen, will we fight?
Yes!
But not here. As our neighbor Benjamin Franklin says, we must hang together or hang separately. I will go to New York tonight to join our General Washington in the real battle!
The mighty Freeman! Josiah Freeman!
Josiah, must you go? Others will fight. We have no quarrel with the king.
Sarah, I have been at a great divide. Whether to remain loyal to the king or to fight for my country. Now that the Declaration is done, my heart and hand move together as one.
I must tell you, I'm with child.
That is wonderful news, Sarah. Wonderful. A young freeman. But I must go, or lose my resolve. I will fight for the three of us. For the future. Good sir. Lend me a hand. What about you? Are you willing to fight? Even die for your independence? Join me with the others. Hi!
Len, the elevator door!
forward. You've only got 3 seconds. Run!
Josiah Freeman survived the war to witness the birth of his son and the birth of freedom, thanks to the founding fathers who authored the Constitution, the most noble attempt the world had ever seen to create a more perfect union, a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. A few years later, the Bill of Rights is adopted. The first 10 amendments added to the Constitution set a standard of freedom that flies high, the light of human freedoms for all the world to see.
I still say this is ridiculous. It is not fitting for the president-elect to arrive in Washington in the dead of night and in this costume.
The disguise is for your safety. We have uncovered what we believe to be a plot to abduct you. Or worse.
Both of you out now. I'm going to work on my inaugural address.
I'm not sure that's why.
Do not disturb me until we reach the station. Do you know who I am? Did you vote for me? Ah, good. Now then, listen to this. One section of the country believes that slavery is right and should be extended, while the other believes that it is wrong and should not be extended. In your hands, my dissatisfied fellow countrymen, and not in mine, is a momentous issue of civil war. What do you think?
Whatever you do, you're in grave danger.
But I have an important job to fulfill, and I can't be scared.
You will do a good job, and you'll be a great president.
Thank you for your confidence.
Why don't you free the slaves right now?
Free the slaves now? I can't. I won't be responsible for starting a war.
War is inevitable.
Not if I can help it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
But I must warn you of something.
Len, you can't interfere with history.
You've got to get out of there.
They're coming to get you.
Hurry up! This way!
Mr. President! Whatever you do, get it out! Go to the theater!
Take charge of the prisoner!
Mr. President! Mr. President!
Stop him! He's loose! He got away! Get me out of here! Ready?
In 1862, President Lincoln makes a bold proclamation. Slaves in the rebel states will be freed. 3 bloody years of fighting on American soil follow. North against South, brother against brother. By law, all men are now free, but by no means equal. Few ever worshiped freedom with such unquestioning faith as the African American for 2 centuries. Emancipation was the key to a promised land.
Hang on, Len. There's not much time left. I found a way to get you into the 20th century. I think. Hold on tight.
A new century dawns and a burst of invention changes our lives forever. Electricity, the telephone, and the cinema are here to stay. The 20th century opens its door to a new rhythm, and everything is now in motion as America leaps forward. Wheels turn and automobiles are assembled in the factory for the comfort of all, setting Americans free to move as they desire. Americans defy gravity. The Wright brothers make an exciting breakthrough by sending men into the freedom of the skies in newfangled flying machines. The Statue of Liberty welcomes millions of immigrants and refugees from all over the world. America greets them with open arms. And here in this land of the free, they finally find a safe haven and a new home. Freedom and justice for all.
Julia, you dropped me in a broom closet.
No, I took you home, Len. To your mother's side of the family. Brooklyn, 1920.
This is my grandpa's barbershop. That's him. That's Papa Emilio.
You can't call him Papa Emilio. You haven't even been born yet. Do not interfere with fate, okay?
Okay. I'll be cool.
Emilio, vieni qua. Look over there.
Oi.
Trust me, this women voting thing is never gonna happen.
What do you mean? Why not?
What do girls know about politics? Nothing. So, women ain't got no right voting.
Can I just get a shave, huh?
Uno minuto, Giovanni, uno minuto. Franco, in the United States, everybody got a right. You got a right. Your sister got a right. My Sofia got a right.
Emilio, turn on the news. Pronto.
Pronto. Scusi,
A significant moment in this nation's history. I repeat, the constitutional amendment giving women the right to vote was ratified just moments ago.
I'll try to jump you forward.
Funiculi, funicula, yamma, yamma, ya, funiculi, funicula, yamma, yamma, goppa, yamma.
Is that your mom?
Have you seen Joy? Said he was gonna stop by.
Harry, go in the back, finish to wash the towels. Picceri, finisci lei a lavatoio, va? All day. Joy. What she find that good for nothing kid? I don't understand.
Am I ever gonna get the shave in this place?
Uno minuto, Giovanni, uno minuto.
Emilio, turn on the news. Pronto. Is a President Roosevelt.
In the future days which we seek to make secure, we look forward to a world founded upon 4 essential human freedoms. The first is freedom of speech and expression everywhere in the world.
The guy's just trying to get us to go to war.
Franco, shut your trap.
Hey, he just said I had free speech.
Second is freedom of every person to worship God in his own way everywhere in the world.
Well, yeah, as long as they worship some god.
Third, freedom from want.
What? We're supposed to take care of all the poor and the sick.
Yes, si, signore. Nobody should go hungry in America. We got plenty of food.
Is freedom from fear.
I live in fear of losing my job.
And I am afraid for my family back in the old country.
I'm afraid I'm never gonna get the shave.
Freedom means the supremacy of human rights everywhere. Our support.
I hate to do this, but we gotta go.
No, not yet.
Gloria
Emilio, I can't believe you bought a television.
My little nephew Franco is a big boy today in a Baseball World Series.
Jackie Robinson of the Brooklyn Dodgers. Jackie is living proof of the old saying,
That's Jackie Robinson.
Good man down.
That's him, that's my nephew. Mary, come to see Franco. He's in television. Look at that. Little Franco, where he came from? Jackie Robinson, where he came from? This is what makes America so great. If you are good, nobody cares where you came from.
That's it. 30 years I've been waiting for the shave. I'm leaving.
Joa!
Hey!
As the season progressed, all the Dodgers accepted Jackie as a full-fledged. They all seemed to have.
You too, Len. Gotta go.
No, not yet.
Well, it's now or never.
The elevator. Julia.
About time you got here.
You know, this family thing is go on and on and on. Jackie Robinson.
Ready to go home?
Slow down, Julia. This is Cousin Frank's, the bad boy on TV. He always wanted to be a firefighter. What happened to him?
Turbo Surge Ted. I'm sorry, Len. He did become a fireman.
On duty, New York City, September 11th, 2001. The World Trade Center. He died a hero. Sit down, Len. We're not done yet. I want you to see the big picture. We've come a long way since that first Freeman ancestor of yours first fought for freedom in the American way.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Above all else, our people desire for peace on earth, a just and lasting peace, based on genuine agreement, freely arrived at by equals.
In the spirit of the suffragettes, the struggle for the women's right to vote made America a better place for all.
Rosa Parks, by breaking the barrier of the segregated bus, you have made history. As our beloved brother says, free at last. Thanks to brave people like you, Rosa, we are free at last.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Take a look, Len, and see that America is truly a melting pot for the people of many different lands. Each of them takes part in our continuing time elevator, American journey. This is what makes America a great nation. She struggles every day to provide freedom and equality for every one of her sons and daughters. Len, are you all right?
It's been a long and strange trip, but thanks. I'll be back. I want to know more.
Well, I figured you would. Like a real Freeman.
magic of the time elevator, we experience Len's story. A story of many Americans with infinite variations. Throughout this nation's 200 years, the longest-lasting democracy in the history of mankind has been tested again and again. And yet, after more than 2 centuries, the United States of America endures as the vital model of freedom for the entire world. A dynamic society, forever optimistic, blessed in many ways. America's promise still shines as brightly as ever.